When Ford announced the return of the Ford Lightning, we got just as excited as everybody else. But then it turned out to be an electric vehicle. So that's when we here at Steeda took things into our own hands and came up with the Steeda Thunders. Now these Thunders, they're gonna come out of our Steeda vehicle division. That produces limited run, serialized vehicles. Whether it's the F-150, the Ford Explorer, Bullitt Mustang, GT Mustang, or Dark Horse. Simply reach out to us and our professionals will tailor a package that does exactly what you want. So what is a Steeda Thunder? It's our take on what a performance F-150 should be. You could start with a two-door single cab, or you could go to a four-door. It's totally up to you. But when we get our hands on it, we're gonna add the Whipple supercharger, we're gonna drop it with a 5.3 drop, and then it's completely up to you to go either mild or wild with your dream F-150. So we're gonna start off with this Steeda Thunder, and well, the most obvious thing is the color. What color is it? Is it blue? Is it black? Technically, this is black, but it's black with blue over it, and depending on what angle you look at, it kind of looks a little purple too. Now apparently the customer went over 20 different paint samples before this is the color that he decided on. But that's not the only thing that the body shop did to this Steeda Thunder. So up front, what he did was have the stock hood modified with these air vents. Now that'll help move additional air because of the heat generated from that Whipple supercharger. Here's where the customer had the majority of the body work done. As you can see by looking at the tailgate, there's no Ford emblem. There's no Ford stamped into it. He wanted a completely smooth rear tailgate, and we think it looks pretty awesome. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually something that you would do back in the old hot rodding days, because it was something that would make your vehicle stand out anytime you were in front of somebody at a traffic light. One of the simple add-ons is this rear cab spoiler from Air Design. It's a simple, subtle piece, but from the side here, it makes the back look really good, and it does match the rear tonneau cover. One of those other subtle mods is this front chin spoiler as well, and the billet Steeda Thunder badge, so you know exactly what kind of F-150 this is. Now with this white Thunder, the customer actually left the paint job alone. It is super clean, but as with all Steeda Thunders, we do paint all the black accents, from the mirror covers, to the door handles, to the front grille and bumper. It is something that makes the truck unique and stand out from your typical F-150. And one of the cool things about the Steeda Thunder builds are, everything is completely customizable, exactly the way you, the end user, wants it. Now they all come standard with a rear bed cover. This customer chose to go with this sleek looking aluminum black powder coated roll-up bed cover. So not only does it look cool, it is super durable as well. They say it can hold up to 500 pounds right on top of it, which means not only can you walk on this, but it's going to protect all your cargo inside, but really makes for a sweet looking truck. Now if you want to see what we've done to the blue truck, let's check this out. The customer also wanted us to add a one-piece fiberglass Lear tonneau cover. Now this is pretty cool because it's kind of got a built-in spoiler in it as well, and when you lift it, the LED lights come on. to expose the 5th wheel out of 7 wheels that this customer got for this truck. That's right, 7. He wanted a full-size spare that matches the increased tire height, so he had a custom spare tire mount put in the back of the truck. And now you know I said 7. The other 2 extra wheels are 2 rear wheels wrapped with Nitto drag radials. That way he doesn't have to worry about going out and tearing up his street tires. Now this customer opted to get a 4-wheel drive package, so he doesn't have to worry about running the drag radials out back, because with 4-wheel drive, this thing launches like an absolute animal. It gets up in boogies, Frank. Wow. He also upgraded the wheels to these Velgens SL9s. They're absolutely gorgeous and definitely an upgrade over the typical wheel that you would see on our Thunder. But once again, it's customizable. We want to make it exactly how you want it. Now this truck went with the Velgen VFT12, which is a forged truck wheel with 12 spokes. Now if it was mine, I'd want it to be in chrome. It would match the front and the rear bumpers. But unfortunately, I don't think Velgen makes anything in chrome, and I'm starting to show my age. Regardless, the machine finish with a gloss powder coat looks really good, especially wrapped with some Nitto tires. Hiding behind those spokes is our upgraded Brembo brake package. Now this package comes with a 2-piece rotor and a 6-piston caliper, and it really ties together the rest of the wheel and tire package. Now, while he didn't go with the chrome wheels, he did go with the polished Stage 2 Whipple under the hood, and man, she's pretty, and that makes my heart happy. Now, while this Thunder screams performance on the outside, he wanted a more subtle look underneath the hood. So he left the standard black powder-coated Whipple, but 725 horsepower, it just wasn't enough for this guy. He upgraded to the Stage 2 Whipple package, pumping out 805 horsepower to all 4 wheels. So now most customers upgrade to Brembo brake packages on our Steeda Thunders. This customer upgraded the upgrade. This bad boy has 8. That's right, 8 piston front calibers. In fact, there are 4 brake pads and 16.2 inches of stopping power thanks to this Brembo 2-piece rotor. Now that we're underneath the truck, one of the first things you might notice is the lack of an exhaust system. Well, that's because we offer several exhaust systems for our Steeda Thunder builds, from side exit to tailpipes out the back. This customer wanted that dual exhaust to match the cutouts in the bumper in the back, so we're simply waiting on that to come in before we go ahead and get it installed. So here you see we have a complete dual exhaust setup on this Steeda Thunder. This customer wanted the classic 2 chrome tips coming out of the back, call it maybe a sleeper look. Looks like every other F-150 out there. Now the reason why we do that is to keep the Whipple warranty. We had a customer, it was not a Thunder, that chose to put a Whipple on their vehicle, and they ran that side exit exhaust. And they had some warranty issues because Whipple states you cannot run the side exit exhaust with their supercharger. So it's one less thing for this customer to worry about. The other thing is this awesome rear suspension. Now these QA1 rear shocks, they're double adjustable in design, which means you're gonna be able to adjust compression and rebound independently. Now that's just part of it. You've also got these traction bars here that bolt to these brackets supporting the rear leaf springs. Now, as you're launching a vehicle like this F-150, you're gonna get some axle wrapped to it. When that happens, these traction arms are going to push forward as it's wrapping the axle, and it's actually gonna help promote traction. With this bracket up front, it's going to be pivoting, and it's gonna help try to drive that rear tire into the ground. All right, so we jumped inside the Steeda Thunder to talk a little bit about the interior. Now, these start off as base models, so you're gonna get the standard cloth seats, but we don't leave them cloth. In fact, we get cat skin to come out and completely transform the interior of this truck. You can pick which kind of stitching you want in the seats. They're all embroidered with the Steeda name, and not only are they super, super comfortable and customizable, but the best thing is they're able to make them heated and cooled, which is awesome. Having the guy come out to the facility and put in this module that allows it to be cooled and heated, that's easily by far my favorite part about the interior. The other thing is, since the truck didn't come with heating cooled seats, he has these panels that attach basically to the side of your center console, so it's completely OEM. And just like the factory, you've got 3 different settings for both heat and the cooled seats, so super, super cool. So how do you get one of these Steeda Thunders? You can reach out to us directly at Steeda or check out SteedaVehicles.com. Now, if you decide to pick up an F-150, it can simply be drop shipped to our Valdosta location. But if you've already got one, you're in luck. You can also send your current F-150 to us for a complete transformation. Now keep in mind, with the Stage 1 Whipple, these come with Ford's 3-year, 36,000 mile powertrain warranty. Nothing is affected by that. Now, if you upgrade to the Stage 2 Whipple, you will forgo your Ford powertrain warranty, but you'll still have a warranty with us through Steeda. Now, if that's something you want to add later on, it's a $2,000 option, and you can simply add that after your 3 years or your 36,000 mile warranty. So drop us a comment. Let us know what vehicle you like. Would you go 2-wheel drive, or would you go with the Dig Monster in a 4-wheel drive version? Or would you go 4-door, like the old Harley-Davidson F-150? So hit like, subscribe, and remember, Steeda, where speed matters.